kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, he won. I don't know. He lost though. He lost to somebody I beat. Probably played him in another league before. Subscribe to my broadcast, nigga. Stanley.
Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Oh, no, I know you'd be behind.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back.
Nah, Mosley got injured.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second
down. Middle linebacker.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away from me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know somebody doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Cousins on target to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I missed 2 of them.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Cousins. He completes it to Agula. Give him 6 on the play.
I ain't see it say in like 2 years.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. They'll get stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Taken in at the 22. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins, and an alley to run. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Darnold now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, he cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets
I was trying to step up into it and get it as far as I could, girl.
As we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22.
And then what? Fumble the ball? I wasn't getting to the end zone with it.
At the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first.
He wasn't. It ain't too many QBs that would have made it to the end zone.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Oh,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter.
I mean,
so maybe a second.
Cannon played against a good. Everybody keeps saying they played against a good defense.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Darnold. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. This is Bell, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Let's go. Have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. High throw, but the catch is made. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. A solid stiff arm. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck was that?
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Well, they got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I can't even kick a field goal to win this shit. I gotta
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Like
They're down here in a one-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shamar Stephen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now here we go on 4th. Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Boy, I blew that shit, boy. That nigga scored all them points in the 4th quarter on me in under 2 minutes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for
Yo, bro, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. I fell apart, bro. Well, it's probably bedtime.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter?
Nah, it was. I blew that, bro. You seen I was up, my nigga, 17-10. No way hell I should have lost that. No way going into the